saleable lead of more than 10,000 votes against the outgoing Chief Minister of Johor, Abdul Ghani Osman. Now, Mr. Abdul Ghani Osman arrived at the Prasada Convention Centre about an hour ago.
It produces most of the cabinet ministers to Putrajaya from Johor. It also is one of the richest states throughout Malaysia and has a large numbers of MP sending to that. And Gelang Patah, the signals is big. If the results cannot be confirmed that it is going in the way of Lim Kit Siang, it is big for various reasons. One is, it means that the Menteri Besar, Ghani Osman, serving 18 years, close to 4 terms, very powerful grassroots support all these years, is on his way out. It also means that the suspicion that the Malays may not support Lim Kit Siang has not turned out to be totally true. I say this because the majority of Chinese overwhelmingly says all surveys and records and analyses will go he carries as a Malay leader in the Malay heartland. If he were to lose, that's not face saving. People are saying there has been a possibility the Malays, originally wanting to give some votes to Pakatan for support Anwar and so on, may be changing their minds because of this dimension of racial possibilities and sensitivities and the possibility of a Menteri Besar losing ground in Gelang Patah. The fact that if Menteri Besar now is in fact defeated, it will send ripples throughout Johor and Peninsula, and we are waiting for the other results. I'm smelling the possibilities that, you know, the new seats which have been filtered by DAP in Johor probably will also be won over. But it's just a guess. I say this like Bivre, that, you know, when some of us make the point to go to the rallies. We went to the rallies, it's 70,000, 80,000, it's everywhere. The mood, the temperament for change and so on is there. So DAP is making a big impact into a strategic state. It has repercussions Malaysia-wide. There will be a lot of discussions about what it means to race relations, to multiracialism. DAP is Malaysia originally. The DAP's early image as a Chinese chauvinist party in the early years, of course it has changed a lot and trying to change a lot, the image and so on. So all these permutations and combinations reasons make the victory highly significant for discussion.
Do you think this is like, you know, stating somewhat of a trend here?
I don't dare to say that at the moment, but demographics, 55% Chinese, 34% Malays and 12% Indians. So for that number to be garnered by Kit Siang, it's significant that many non-Chinese have also supported him. But number two, having said that, I think the DAP expected, in Johor at least, 7 to 8 seats. So all the seats being mentioned, Bakri, Kulai, Kluang, Gelang Patah, is coming that way. So, okay, I think that trend of the DAP winning majority Chinese seats is happening. Now, what to me is more significant actually is the implication. One, Johor, I don't think being lost as much as being penetrated. So it's no longer an FD state anymore. It's no longer a fixed deposit state. But number two, Kit Siang defeated Lim Chong Yu earlier, a chief minister, a former chief minister in Penang. And that led to the change of politics there, and we have Gerakan coming in. This time, if he defeats Ghani, it will be the second chief minister he have politically killed. But the difference is this: the last time it was a Chinese-Chinese fight. Now it's a Chinese-Malay fight. And Johor being what it is, Johor Way, birthplace of UMNO, and so on and so forth, I think the consequences are not going to stop just there. Probably there will be other things happening. Therefore, let's follow through what's going to happen, because I think another 7 or 8 seats may go. Segamat is going to go. Johor Bahru, Kulai, Pasir Gudang, Tabrau, Labis, Muar. So if these states go, then if the Chinese majority state, 40% above, goes to DAP, then you got to have a highly polarized state just north of Singapore. The implications of those are very, very serious. It becomes racially polarized, and therefore it's a racial dynamics of Malaysian politics. Despite all the talks about moving beyond and so on and so forth, but if you look on the ground, hey, the demographics are like that.
Right.
Some shift. And the answer is a very simple one. The Chinese have voted as a compact. The Indians have shifted somewhat, but the Malays are divided. And that's the consequences of what we are
So
watching
they are
so far.
voting along racial lines then.
Absolutely.
A political icon and a state national icon there, out battling it. We're just going to have to really just see what the numbers say, the official results. Right now it's just still unofficial.
So that race can be victimized, you can be a victim of racial politics no matter how big you are. And if that's true, then not much have really changed. But if things have really changed elsewhere, so I suspect you're going to get a mixture of both,
All right, Bill, hold that thought. We'll continue our discussion. Stay tuned to Channel News Asia as we bring you the 13th general elections in Malaysia. Stay with us.